As a language acquisition coach, I think one of the characteristics that one should have is to have passion and believe what one is doing. And so far, I still have that passion. I still want to make a difference. I still want to help teachers to become successful and even to empower them, because if I empower teachers, therefore they will empower students, and that's what the goal is. One thing that we do the first week of September is analyzing the data, the access score, and try to figure out how some students are progressing, some are not progressing. And then we, in that same token, we have to list students who are on IEP, and then list all the accommodations, because we believe that it's not just one thing just for the SPED teacher to work on, but it has to be as a group. We want to make sure that the students, when they move from one level into another, that means the teachers already collaborated, that means the teachers already taught the same skill, they planned the lessons together, although they have different levels of students. It's try to figure out what resource are we going to be using to cover this specific skill.
I collaborate frequently with classroom teachers and special educators, and also the specialists as well. That allows me the opportunity to find out what's going on in their classroom in regards to their academics. And then it also allows me to provide them with information. Okay, here's what our child can do in their English language proficiency level. Here's a way that you can support this child in this classroom. And here are some materials that I use that I think would help him or her.
I sit down with the classroom teachers ahead of time and give them those can-do descriptors and explain to them, this is what you can expect from these students, this is how you can modify your assessments and the work that they're doing, and really kind of use it as a two-way tool. So I'm using it for my expectations in my room, but also helping the teachers to utilize those expectations as well.
Two minds is always going to be greater than one. So if we can bring other teachers in that have more experience than myself to help or get some ideas from them, I think that's going to benefit the kids in the short term and the long term. I think it's just a huge benefit that I can throw ideas off someone, they can bounce ideas off me as well, and then we can see what works, what doesn't work, and then we can always change things as we move through the process.
Without the expertise of Joe, I lose obviously the content area expertise for that academic piece, knowing what the expectation is for fourth grade, what the other students in the grade are doing, so that the students that are L's in that room are able to match up to the standards of the fourth grade classrooms. Joe is very open to suggestions and to collaborating with me, and so without a teacher that's like that, I lose the ability to make sure that the rest of the school day is also going to be scaffolded and supported, and the students are able to have that sheltered experience in the classroom, even when I'm not there.
You have to try new things, you have to explore. Some are going to work, some are not going to work, and that's okay. We're going to see these kids continue to blossom, they're going to continue to grow as long as we're willing to try new things, start a new process every day if we have to show these kids that they can succeed in an unfamiliar environment.
I think also too, a big piece of what's been able to make this L program successful is that lowering of the walls. So Joe has his fourth grade classroom, but he's not coming at it as I know everything and no one needs to teach me anything. And I am coming at it from the ESL perspective, and I'm not saying I know it all, I know these kids, you need to do what I'm telling you to do. It's kind of that give and take. How can we work together to really just keep our focus on the students?
I have been invited to come to classrooms, and I'll do a whole class lesson. And in those lessons, I will introduce a topic, I will scaffold it. And it's also a way for the classroom teacher to see how I teach in my space, but also that how the strategies and the tools and techniques that I use are beneficial to all.